Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today we are on software update 2020.44.15. Now the previous one was 2020.44, so this is only a bug fix update, but behind the scenes a lot of things can actually change. And yeah, let's find out if we can get some surprises from this particular update. As usual, we start with the disappearing middle lane marking on the downhill section of this bridge, where it always slides slightly to the left, but let's see what it does now. Ever so slightly, it moves a tiny bit, a little bit less than before. And it's hardly noticeable. I just have to watch the steering wheel and see that it moves to actually detect that it moves. So I would say that is a slight impression on this particular section. Here we are coming up to that roundabout. Let's see, hopefully there's no car coming from the left so I can let the car do its thing. It is starting to slow down, so that's still good. That car is out of my way, that's awesome. Now let's see how it reacts. It is beeping. Yeah, and it just stops working at that moment and it says corrective steering applied. So still a lot of work to be done on roundabouts, but I assume that will all be fixed when we get the FSD beta, or maybe already with the rewrite without the FSD functionality. Who knows? We'll see whenever we will get that particular update. Our next test point is the S-curve, where it should slow down under the current UNECE regulations to make it through that turn. Now let's see if it will actually do that. It is not slowing down. It is not slowing down, and it would again go over the line and I have to intervene there. So let's see for the rest of this turn. Yep, if it's slower then it makes it. That's because of the lateral G-forces. Now also do notice that there is now a full lane marking in the middle instead of a dashed lane. So yeah, basically when I let the car do its thing, it is now making an illegal maneuver by crossing that middle lane marking. Now let's see how it reacts on the highway. I'm getting some kind of limitation to 80 kilometers an hour. I don't know why. But yeah, it is slowing really down. Going onto the highway, it's not going to make, yeah, it is barely going to make that 5 seconds. But that car that just passed me, yeah, and here again we go with the blinker, which is unnecessary. The car that just passed me was actually in the middle lane, and that for some reason my car was thinking that that car was in the way. Really strange. Now here is another on-ramp, and let's see if we get the same or similar behavior when entering the highway, that the car wants to move into the middle lane. Hopefully no traffic from behind to prevent us from using the auto lane change here, which seems to be okay. Right, I can move into that lane. This car's coming from behind still, and it is not automatically blinking to move me into the center lane. Now I am specifically in this first lane here, where the on-ramp that I used before is coming from the right. Let's see if the car will actually try to turn on the blinker by itself the way that it does when I enter the highway. So here I would start to merge. I'm also not getting an indication to merge or to move over to pass that slower truck. Nope. So it's not doing that behavior, it's only exhibiting that behavior when you are entering the highway from that specific on-ramp. Tesla, I'd be happy to give you the exact coordinates and situation if you can fix it for me then. So let's see how it reacts to the off-ramp. So the car already moved a little bit to the side to follow the right lane marking. Let's see when it initiates the blinker. Already here before moving to the side, that's good. A very slight correction that we get here. And for some reason the car thinks that we can only do 110 at this point, but this is still a road where I can do 120 and back up to 120. So there's some kind of speed issue there. Here again, that slight second adjustment to get the car onto the off-ramp. Here is our second exit point, and let's see how fluent it goes here. I'm stuck behind some traffic, and there is some traffic behind me, so I'm not sure whether I'll be able to let the car do its thing, but we'll see. So blinking up front before the maneuver starts, that's good. Slight correction, whoa, slight acceleration and then braking at the same time, more or less. Still going to the outside and thus giving us the auto steer limited. If it would move to the side or to start initiating the turn a little bit sooner, then I guess it would not do that limitation. And let's see if the car will go to that second exit. It blinks a little bit. Yep. And it just aborts auto steer because it doesn't quite know what to do. It starts blinking, so that is good, but for some reason it does not complete that maneuver. And then of course we have the section where the lane markings are disappearing altogether. Now here we also have some parking spaces on the side of the road. Yeah, it sticks to the side this time. I'm a little bit scared of that truck here. Yeah, it would have hit that truck. That is not good, but it was sticking to the side and it was not actually ping-ponging to see where the roads were going or to see where the lane was going. So I would say a slight improvement. The truck was over that parking line, so the car detected it as being on the road, and I think that's a good thing. But yeah, if we want to have FSD, it needs to be able to handle that, of course. Okay, so time for another conclusion. What do I think about this update? Well, first of all, I do have to mention that during my testing, I have seen several seemingly random speed restrictions, like you can see here on the dash. And it is always at 80 kilometers an hour. Even on highways, it has happened on secondary roads where you can do 90 kilometers an hour. It's there for a couple of 100 meters and then it is gone again. I don't know why or how, but it is kind of similar to the speed limit that you can set to the car, and I have tested it. It doesn't adhere to that speed limit and the setting is not on, so that is definitely not the case. What is going on? I don't know. But other than that, we also have that wrong speed limit on the first exit that I test, where it thinks it can only do 110 kilometers an hour, where it can still do 120, and then again after 100 meters it just says, well, you can do 120 again. So there are some issues with the database behind it, where it thinks it can't do the speed that it is actually allowed to do. Now, in terms of functionality, I did find out that when you do the on-ramp and it starts blinking again to the left, that it is mostly limited to that specific on-ramp, and I've tried a couple of others where it doesn't do that. And also, if you are on the road already in the right lane, it doesn't make you want to move over to that middle lane. So it's only happening when you're actually entering the highway. So yeah, hopefully Tesla, you can do something with this data and fix this, because it is quite annoying. It is a bug fix update, so I wasn't expecting much to start with. The only real improvement that I can see right now is where the lane markings are disappearing altogether, my last test point. And there it was doing a lot better job at keeping on the right side of that, what it thinks was a wider lane. But yeah, it was going to hit that truck that was parked there, or it thought at least it was going to hit it, and it was really close to the cars. So yeah, there's some improvement that needs to happen there, but at least it was not ping-ponging anymore on that specific section. But other than that, everything stays more or less the same. Unfortunately, it is very cloudy today, so I cannot test the influence of direct sunlight into the side cameras. What I have discovered, and I think I mentioned it in the last video as well, is that direct sunlight from the front is usually not a problem. It's the side pillar cameras that are being blinded, and those are giving problems where it actually cancels navigate on autopilot, and it doesn't allow you to do lane changes anymore, because the cameras can't see the cars next to you. So there you have it, short update, not much to expect, but a few new things that are introduced here, like the speed limit issues. Hopefully they will get fixed in the next update. And as usual, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe using that button down there, and make sure that you click that little bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos. And for now, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.